had no choice to close the application. Now, I don't know if I'm still gonna have the same problem. So, I'm not. There, if that's what happened. Okay, okay, all right, okay. So far, so good. This is actually the third part of what I was filming due to technical difficulties. Like I said, PlayStation has really fallen. A lot of people have been frustrated with the system, and as a result, people are either switching towards Xbox or just PC in general. And being with the limitations with the consoles when it comes to games, everybody's leaning back into buying PCs, which is a good thing because PCs are more advanced. The consoles are supposed to be more for fun and short run, but there's much you could do. Well, that being said, I am going to.
We gotta get out of here before we turn into ghouls. This must be the reaction. We'll cover you while you plant the charge. We only get one shot at this, remember?
Alright, let me do this real quick.
That's it.
See, like I was saying earlier, if you would be able to convince Father not to destroy the railroad, that would be a better thing for me to do. And then eventually somebody would have been able to design a mod where you actually physically have sole control of all of the factions, and you united them into one faction, and that faction would be the Minutemen. You will have the Minutemen Institution version, which basically means the Institute is under the Minutemen. They work for the Minutemen. You will have the support of Dr. Lee, which would be cool. Okay, then you will have the resources of the Brotherhood of Steel, meaning that if they would have put in the original content back for you to be able to challenge Elder Maxim, I guess because of the plot they didn't want to, but they should still put that in there. Okay, but they should have added more missions for you to accomplish that. You know, add at least one or two more missions. You know what I'm saying? But now that they got the Creation Club, as I was saying earlier, they no, I almost screwed up. Okay, here we go. Override target parameters. Here we go. Okay. As I was saying, yes, this is what I want. Okay. Okay. As I was saying, once you be able to do that, you could add more story to this. And basically, because you have the Creation Club now that you got the Creation Club, you can further enhance this game if you want to. Bring extended life to it, add more quest mods to it, there's so much possibilities. Not only that, by you creating the mod and adding in a bonus storyline where actually you manage to seize control of everything, and you essentially will be able to create a sequel. Now, the sequel will not have to take place in the Commonwealth. It doesn't have to take place in the, it could start off in the very beginning with you taking over the Capital Wasteland, showing that since you are now the elder of the Brotherhood, you don't have to destroy the railroad. Okay, Dance could be still a Brotherhood, but the point is, you will show the character in the sequel going back towards the Citadel. Now, of course, the thing being with him going back to the Capital Wasteland, there's no sign of progress there. Everything looks the same, and henceforth, that will be your main focus in the beginning, the first 30 minutes of play. Okay, and you would essentially be rebuilding and basically refertilizing the ground. You already have fresh water. Where did he go? Oh, here we go. Good. Now, as I was saying, they'll basically, when you be in the game, you see that there's no progress. Okay, and you feel that not even the slightest. Now, by doing the version of mod, you see him going, oh, that, no. You will physically see that, oh, wait a minute. He actually wants to rebuild and rejuvenate the Commonwealth. That's his main focus. And at the same time, keep the technology away from people who will misuse it. That's his focus. Okay, he's just adding more to it. Okay, and the fact is, most of the people that change their mind is because, oh, wait a minute, they need to preserve and being weak about it, and there's no real organization of the overall plan.
Is this a better time for that talk?
So, in that sense, he wins over the people saying what Max did. It'll be difficult. You won't have the Brotherhood splitting off in faction. That whole section of the Citadel, they actually say, wait a minute, because when you see them talking, people living back, oh, when you listen to all the logs, you see, oh, the super mutants are living in the buildings. The radio and know everybody's living in hovels. So what this guy truly wants is to actually retake the cities away from the super mutants, keep it out of their reach, rebuild the cities, and actually have progress. And based on the progress that he makes, because you show in the game, 5-6 years later, that he actually made a lot of progress in the Commonwealth during that time. Keep in mind, he has control of the Institute. He has control of the railroad. You have control of the Minutemen. You have control of the Brotherhood still in that section. You have the Premium and all its resources. You have the airport and all its resources. That gives us, so within 3 to 5 years, you can actually have a whole lot of actual progress in the Commonwealth. And when you see in the very beginning when it's intro, you don't have to show too much intro. You show how the very ending where he takes over the Institute, and then you'll show that he's leaving back to the Commonwealth. He took 3 to 4 years to get everything back in order. Okay? Not, you know what I'm saying? And you will see the actual plants growing. And I mean plants. And I mean vegetation. You'll see a lot of different original plants growing from Vault 11 all the way down to Lexington. And you even see it further from going down from Lexington all the way to Jamaica Plains. And all about the airport being a little bit rebuilt.
All right, Sturgis, we're done. Get us the hell out of here.
Yeah, I would,
I mean,
man.
you see this.
But, this kid showed up. Says he's the general's son.
Yeah, everybody's midgets again.
Please proceed to your assigned evacuation points. Thank you for your cooperation.
Please, Dad, don't leave me here. I want to go with you.
All right. You can come with me.
Really? Do you mean it?
Look, kid, I'm leaving. If you want to come along, then follow me.
Attention all personnel.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Authorization 1YR31.
I knew you could do it.
Yeah.
Please proceed to your assigned evacuation points. Thank you for your cooperation.
All right, Sturgis. Fire it up.
Didn't leave anything behind, did you? All set to get out of here?
Absolutely. Let's get the hell out of here.
You got it. I'm gonna teleport you to the detonation site, then set it to shoot the kid here back to the castle. Now you press that button extra hard when you get there. See you on the other side.
Order issued. Authorization 1YR31.
I'm ready. Let's get out of here.
Please proceed to your assigned evacuation. Thank you for your cooperation.
Is this a better time for that talk?
I understood.
Oh.
Preston always doing that. Everybody shrunk down, became midgets again.
Sturgis figured this was a safe distance outside the blast radius. Whenever you want to see humanity's best hope for the future go up in smoke, just hit that button.
Nope, now you've seen it, but now when you first, that's how I would start it. I would, like I told you, I would start the intro where you see the Institute right before. I mean, you'll see him in the Institute, and as he travels back from the Institute,
I can feel it wash over me.
you could see that
The heat,
a lot of the
force,
buildings have been rebuilt.
radiation, fear.
You'll be able to see because
It's the
he's
end
on
of
his
the
way to
world
Sanctuary
all over again.
to pick up Preston
I close my eyes.
and pick up
I see
Sean.
my life before all of this. Before the bombs.
Because Sean
Everything
holds
can change in an
a
instant.
lot of
And the future you plan for yourself shifts.
information.
Whether or
So
not
it's
you're ready.
crucial to rebuild
At some point, it happens to all of us.
the Capital Wasteland and like this.
This
Now you already know
wasn't the
from
world I
previous games
wanted.
that Project Purity was a success.
It was the one I found myself in.
Now, when you see you going over there,
my home.
You're going with the following. You're going with
Ripped
Tyler
apart
the
and
Dance,
put back together.
Marcus Garvey. You're going
I hoped
with your son.
I could find my family, cheat time, make us whole again.
You're going
The way we were.
with Proctor Ingram.
Now I know. I know I can't
And
go
you're going with
back.
Dr. Lee.
I know the world has changed. That the road ahead will be hard.
Okay?
This time,
and yet,
I'm ready.
Dr. Lee has your full,
Because I know
her
war.
full support is dedicated to you because
War
you
never
truly
changes.
do have the best thing in mind. Now, once you actually start lifting off from Sanctuary, you could see all the different varieties of plant life. Extending now all the way to Jamaica Plains. Because you're going back to the Pudding, so you'll be able to see it from a distance.
Holy shit.
As you start it, and then
That
you
was
will
one hell
see,
of a bang, wasn't
you
it?
will actually
So
see
that's it. The
that on the
Institute
way
is
back to
destroyed.
the import, how all the buildings are
Finally
now
over. You
ahead.
did issue the evacuation
You still
order,
have
right?
Raider factions in certain
Noticing all the
sections,
chaos.
and you still have that. Okay? And right just before you leave, you are in touch with somebody.
Yeah. We gave everyone a chance to get out.
Good. I thought so. It was just watching that explosion. I just hope as many people as possible got out. I hate that we had to do that. But they left us no choice. It was war. But now, the war against the Institute is over. The way is now clear for the Commonwealth to finally come together and build something good for the future. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows from here on out.
The Institute wasn't the Commonwealth's only problem. We've still got plenty to do.
I couldn't have said it better myself, General. The Institute was the most insidious threat we've ever faced. They kept the Commonwealth divided
See,
for
that,
centuries.
based on what Preston
There are
said,
plenty of other
you
problems
see
left
my
to deal
point.
with. I don't think the Minutemen are going to be out of a job for a long time yet. As much as I might wish it.
But if you have the perk and the margin, and you see how he turned like this, he can actually, at the end of the game, you'll be able to actually have.
We deserve to enjoy our victory. But soon enough, it's going to be time to get back to work.
See, with that mind, you'll actually be able to see Preston going down into the Institute. Now you can travel with all your companions. And actually, you could have Dr. Lee back running through there while you're not there.
General,
and she reports to you. She'd be like your second in command.
General, I think it's time to deal with the Brotherhood.
What about using our artillery to attack their airship?
Great minds must think alike. I've been talking to Sturgis about exactly that. The trick is, we need to target it from multiple directions, to overwhelm their defenses. Sturgis figures that if we can attack from at least 5 different directions, we have a good chance of bringing it down. Once we have enough batteries set up, we can fire them all together at the airship.
See, that's the
We won't
thing.
have
You
time
have
to
to
take
destroy
evasive
the
action.
penguin.
With any luck, that will be the end of the Brotherhood and the Commonwealth.
I wanted to keep it. I wanted to keep it. I wanted to keep it. Okay, no. I actually thought that 'cause if you watch the other videos, you see that I eliminated Elder
Is
Max.
this a better time for that talk?
And
I understood.
Oh, it's just... And you...
Our friendship means a lot to me too, Preston. I hope you know that.
I do. I wouldn't have said all that. I guess we should...
The Institute should have just kept to themselves.
I mean, that sucks. I know it's part of the main story that you would have to get rid of them, that I would have to get rid of him. I knew that would be part of the story. But like I said, if we had another way of incorporating the resources of the Minutemen, having all that, you will actually see towards the end of the game all the progress he made. And then when you see the Penguin entering the Commonwealth under the sequel under this game, if you were able to do it, you will see that the Capital Wasteland is exactly the same, very hardly no progress whatsoever, very little to none progress whatsoever. And being what he says, when he comes down lands, the Institute doesn't exist anymore. It's been renamed. Okay, so under that circumstances, everybody's agreed that Institute no longer exists. It's under the Brotherhood, but they're not the Brotherhood no more. Okay, they have a different name, but they follow the Doctor. And when he's being the new Elder, he announces this, and he announced that Elder Maxim was a synth. Oh, at some point he was replaced. He doesn't know when. How, and being that he will have Dr. Leap support, Proctor Ingram, Dr. Lee, Proctor Ingram, Captain Kells, okay, the Paladin, and then everyone aboard the ship. Look what he's done. And he still has the same thing, keeping the technology from people who would misuse it. But instead of hoarding it, use it to rebuild. And what I mean by rebuild, seizing control of the cities from the mutants, from the raiders, and rebuilding and repopulating these cities. Replanting plant life in the Capital Wasteland. All that. And that's how he will win the support of the Citadel. Because he really pushes it, and that way you'll see that everybody is in line, because part of that was Elder Max's vision, but he got sidetracked. And that's where he's going to continue. Now, unfortunately, he's going against certain codex, so the main Brotherhood branch one might probably see him as an enemy. Now, you will jump 3 years in the future, another 3 years, and you will see during them 3 years how much progress he made in the Capital Wasteland. Okay, you have the Capitol building completely rebuilt and modified. You have an actual working government there, where you have the Pentagon, which is the Citadel, and you have the Capitol building, the main Capitol building. Well, I think it's the Congressional Hall. I don't know if that's it, but you have that working, and you have the whole interior fixed. You have Minutemen base. You have the Minutemen based in there. You have certain science labs for the Institute people being in there, but they're not Institute. You have the Brotherhood in there as well, but they're not the Brotherhood. Everything's been renamed. And you see within the 3 years the stance of progress he made, because he has all those resources. That's my vision of what they should do, what should be next. And then you can show him extending outward. Now, this is where you're gonna have a lot of problems. You still have the other faction. One of the main factions that's gonna be against him is the NCR. And you can bring back the Courier, the Lone Wanderer. the courier, which in essence, now he's the enemy. Now, in a two-player mode, and that's actually a two-player mode, he either could work against you or he could work away from you. Now, the good thing about having a second two-player match in this is that you can have the same amount, 3 followers, but these 3 followers are actually 3 different players that will play along with you. You know, that being said, sorry that I'm just leaving the screen like that. That being said, I need to, I forgot what I wanted to run an experiment. So let's go over here. This is the safe zone.
Val's down in their little underground paradise.
I just want to check something. I'm actually getting ready to wrap up this video. Now, I said this before, but I didn't really give much detail, and then I got myself distracted. But that would be a mod, interesting. And not only that, by me giving you this storyline, you bringing back the remnants of the Enclave, which basically he's part of. But he's an original member, and he catches the original members, and based on what he's done, they ask him to lead that. So now you will have the red, white, and blue, and you will have the Minuteman flag now. Because he's former USA. And being that he has the intentions of rebuilding, that's why the remnants come after him and rejoin. Which basically the other factions of the Brotherhood feel wrong. Now, he does try to make peace. And the reason why they consider him a threat
all the touches I couldn't expect from the Brotherhood.
Oh, I vanquished them. They're not even here. I don't know why we got to destroy the game. Well, at this point, I don't have to do the mission if I don't want to. Because technically, I am in control of the penguin. But let's see if that holds true, because this is the ground. This is the ground. Now, I got some stuff up here that I need to collect before if I choose to destroy this. But ooh, I fell down the hole. But I did. See, as you can see, I'm not being shot at the moment. But if I could just get right where I need to be, okay, I'm trying to get to the flight deck. It'll help if I properly. I'm flight challenged. Okay, here we go. Yeah, as you can see, I'm still in charge. So I'm not gonna destroy the penguin at this moment in time. I might do it for the hell of it, but there's no need to. I'm gonna be spawning some workbenches and customizing, but as you can see, this is now an asset that belongs to the Minuteman, at least in my imagination and my game version. But if somebody was to make a mod that allows you to play out a different ending, where you actually seize control of the penguin with Preston's help, and you use the resources, hey, cool. But that being said, that actually makes sense, because now you'll be able to you have an untouched storyline for Fallout 5, 6, or 7, because there's so much possibility by doing my short vision. I mean, there are other people who probably have the same sort of vision and ideas. I know for a fact I'm not the only one. I know this to be an actual factual thing. I mean, it's a waste. It's, you know, it's a waste. Well, I'm going to leave right here. Leave a comment. Snap on me if you can. Have fun with it. You know, with me if you want to. I made a lot of mistakes. After all, this is live broadcast, and it was intentional. You know, so I can laugh at myself when I look at this later. You know, I can't cover my mistakes. Just don't be a douche, and don't be a hater. You know, keep everything good and fun, but just don't overdo it, and I appreciate not being really mean. Okay. All right. I'm gonna say goodbye until next time, and if you wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up if you like my idea. You know, give me a like, and please pass the word along. Ask Debola XX what he thinks of this. Ask Oxhorn, because I'm pretty sure these guys had the same opinion. And ask the guy from School Zone. Okay, so I'm gonna say these are other channels that I be watching, and they have informative. Debola XX, he mainly does Fallout 4 mods review. Okay, you can also check out Oxhorn. He uses he's not PlayStation or an Xbox. He also uses computer, and so you can also check with him. Let him know this opinion. Pass this video along to those guys. I greatly appreciate their input. Excuse me. So, okay, School Zone, which is amazing. He has a way of doing settlement builds without really relying or using mods. And how he does it, he's got to be using some type of mod. If he's using a mod, it might be like the USO unlock settlements. But other than that, I don't see him really using any mods. I think he's done several videos without even using the USO unlock settlement mods. Okay. Oh, and there's one more channel that is being brought to my attention. I'll let him give you those channels. Please stand by. What are the channels again? Evil 13. Evil Viking 13. Okay. Oh, he does General Dave. Oh yeah, General Dave. How can I forget about him? Pass this along to see what he thinks. I mean, I would really like the input of all these guys, because I mean, I subscribe to all their channels, and I appreciate what input they have. I'm also going to send something down to one of their links when I get the chance to get the input, and hopefully the next time I do another video or a broadcast, I will actually see if any comments, and if I can, love to have them on air with me, but unfortunately I don't know them, and I would like to get to know them, on one-on-one. Anyway, thank you for listening to my rambling. And as I said, please pass this along to those channels. All right. Have a good weekend. Enjoy Labor Day. Good day, and until next time, thanks for watching the J626 EXP channel And I'm your host, J-Dad. Thank you for watching and leave a like. Good day and enjoy your Labor Day weekend. What's remaining of it.